You open your county's property tax bill. The number stares back. You write the check, file it away, and move on with your day. Now imagine that for the last 3 years, a chunk of that bill was never legally yours to pay. If you are a homeowner over 65, I keep seeing the same pattern in my research, and it is hard to watch. Rising property taxes have become one of the heaviest fixed costs squeezing seniors on a set income. And here's the part that gets me. Your state likely has a senior property tax break with a real 2026 deadline. Most people who qualify have never been told it exists. Florida's was March 2nd, already passed. So if you missed it, you are not alone, and you are not stuck. Stay with me. I want to show you something specific. Here is the claim, and I am going to back it up with receipts. There is a real senior property tax break in your state. It has a 2026 deadline. Most qualifying homeowners have never been told it exists, and they will miss it by default. I do not say by default as drama. I mean it literally. Your county does not call you. Your state does not mail you. The form does not autofile. The system is built so you find it first. Now you might be thinking, fine, but is the break actually worth the paperwork? Let me show you what changed in 2026. Because if you self-disqualified 2 years ago based on old numbers, you might be wrong now. In Texas, voters approved a constitutional amendment in November 2025. Homeowners 65 and older now get a $150,000 exemption on school district taxes. That is up from $60,000. If you are in Texas, glanced at your old paperwork, and decided the savings were not worth it, look again. The math just changed for you. In New York, Governor Hochul signed legislation in December 2025. Localities can now exempt up to 65% of your home's assessed value, up from 50%. And yes, your local town has to actually adopt it, that is the catch. On a $400,000 home, the difference between 50% and 65% is $60,000 of assessed value newly shielded. That is not a rounding error. In Illinois, the income limit for the senior freeze is now $75,000, not $65,000. The number widely repeated was wrong by a full $10,000. If your household income is sitting between $65,000 and $75,000, you went from I do not qualify to I do qualify overnight. In New York City, the SCHE household income limit is $58,399. In Florida, the additional senior exemption income limit is $36,614. Specific, not round. These are the actual cutoffs. Why does this matter so much? Because most seniors who self-disqualify do it on stale numbers a neighbor mentioned 3 years ago. The rules changed. The numbers moved. You may have been eligible the whole time and not known it. Now picture this. A retired teacher in Cook County, Illinois, 68 years old, owns her home, modest fixed income. She had been eligible for the senior freeze since 2021. 3 full tax years went by. Nobody at the county sent her a letter. Nobody at the state mentioned it. Her tax bill kept arriving. She kept paying. Then a neighbor said something at a Saturday barbecue. That was it. A passing comment over a paper plate. She filed in 2024, and here is the part most people do not know. The Cook County assessor accepts retroactive applications for tax years 2021, 2022, and 2023 through a certificate of error process. The county processed all 3 years. Money she had already paid, restored. You might be hearing this and thinking, sure, but how much actually came back? Honest answer, it depends on her bill, her assessed value, and her local tax rate. I am not going to throw a fake number at you. The point is, the door was open for 3 full years and nobody told her. She walked through it the moment she knew. That is not a one-off. That is the rule. Lack of awareness is the single biggest barrier between qualifying seniors and the money they have already overpaid. Honestly, this is the part of the system I find completely backwards. The form is free. The county runs the program. The state writes the law. And the burden of discovery sits on the person least equipped to chase it down. I want to be fair though, awareness is not the only barrier. Some seniors know about these programs and still hit walls paperwork they cannot decode, documentation they cannot assemble, or honestly, a reluctance to ask for help. Pride is real. Confusion is real. The system is set up to pile both on top of you. So here is the next thing nobody tells you. Even seniors who find the form and try to file it still get rejected. Why? 2 reasons. The first is wrong form rejection. Multiple programs exist at the county level. There is a general homestead exemption. There is a senior-specific exemption. There can be an assessment freeze. There can be a deferral. They are different forms. If you file the general homestead form when you needed the senior form, the county does not redirect it. It rejects it. You lose that year. The second is missing income documentation. The means-tested programs and almost every senior break is means-tested require income verification. If it is not attached, the application gets denied automatically, not returned for correction, denied. You wait until next year. And here is the trap inside the trap. Income definitions are jurisdiction specific. Some counties want your federal adjusted gross income. Some exclude Social Security entirely. Some pull from a different line on a different form. Do not assume the number on your 1040 is the right one. Ask before you gather paperwork. Ownership rules vary too. Some places want you to have owned the home for 1 year, some want 3, Colorado wants 10. If you have moved recently, this is the edge case that bites. There is also one situation where the standard just file advice does not apply. If you have a reverse mortgage, several state-level deferral programs disqualify you outright. The exemption programs may still work, but the deferral track does not. Read your specific program before you file. So what do you actually do this week? 6 steps. I will keep them tight. Step 1. Confirm your eligibility. Age 65 or older for most programs, primary residence, and your state's 2026 income limit. Use the updated numbers. Illinois 75,000, New York City 58,399, Florida 36,614. Step 2. Go to your county assessor's website. Search for the senior exemption form specifically, not the general homestead form, the senior one. Step 3. Gather 3 documents: proof of age, proof of ownership, proof of income. Before you assemble that last one, call the assessor's office and ask exactly which income definition they use. 60 seconds on the phone saves a year of waiting. Step 4. Find your county's 2026 deadline and write it down. If it is passed for this year, write down next year's date today. Step 5. Submit the form. Then call the office a week later to confirm receipt. Do not assume the mail showed up. Do not assume the portal worked. Step 6. Ask explicitly. Can I file retroactively for prior years, and what is the process? Do not assume the answer is no. In Illinois, the answer is yes for up to 3 years. In other states, it varies. The question costs you nothing. The answer might be worth a year of taxes. One quick warning, these programs are free to apply for, free. If anyone calls, emails, or knocks on your door offering to file your senior property tax exemption for a fee, that is a red flag. The Social Security Administration and other agencies have documented scams where fraudsters impersonate official offices to collect personal information and money. File directly with your county. If you want a free, legitimate eligibility screen across thousands of benefit programs, the National Council on Aging runs a tool called Benefits Checkup. It has been around since 2001. Use it. Now back to the question you came in with. Are you missing your senior property tax break? If you have not actively confirmed otherwise, yes, probably. The default outcome of doing nothing is overpaying. That is by design. Decisive action helps here, but only if it is informed action. Calling the wrong office on the wrong day with the wrong form is not action. Reading your specific program for 15 minutes, then filing is. So here is what I would do today, before you close this video. Open a new tab, search your county assessor's name plus senior exemption form. 90 seconds. You will see whether the program exists, what the deadline is, and what the income limit is. If you have a parent or a neighbor over 65 who owns their home, send them this video. Most people find out about these programs from a neighbor, not from the government. Be that neighbor. This video is general education, not advice for your specific situation. Before you file anything or make a tax decision based on what you heard here, talk to a qualified tax professional or your local senior legal services office. They can read your exact county's rules and your exact paperwork in a way a single video cannot. And one more thing while we are still on taxes and your home. The property tax rules are one piece. The other piece is what happens when you actually sell. There is a federal capital gains rule for homeowners over 60 that most people assume is simple. And the assumption is about to bite a lot of sellers in 2026. If you have ever wondered how much of the gain on your home the IRS would actually let you keep, that is the next video on your screen. I will see you there.